And welcome back to another episode of the ISOCraft project. I'm Atomic Dave, and once again it's going night, but that's okay, we'll just deal with that. I am here in front of the jobs board to tear it down, because, let's face it, I am not very good at doing tasks that I have set for myself. Oh, jeez! What in the world?
Survivor's Log. Entry 2. The attack came from nowhere. They descended on me from the darkest reaches of night and attacked relentlessly, sweeping in and retreating after every hit with learned tactic. I was fortunate this night, and my valiant efforts afforded me the victory, but one thing is clear. The air in my world is becoming polluted with some mutagenic gas, and it's only a matter of time before it will begin to affect me. Luckily, it would seem the Slimonella that had infected me was affected by the extreme heat in the hellish nether dimension, as I returned to my old self after an expedition in search of the ancient debris hidden in its depths. Life in that nightmare dimension was not a compromise, though, and so I set about researching solutions to combat the growing toxicity in the air, and hopefully to negate any potential radiation from the nuclear blast which I felt was an inevitability. Initially, I thought it prudent to ask the other inhabitants of the lands around me, but they seemed disinterested in my queries, and much less so in any warnings. I was disheartened. Communications with this people seemed an ongoing battle. So I turned my attention to the builders, as they seemed to be more receptive to conversation and warning. But they too brushed off my cautions, continuing to build their grand cities and structures, with no concern to what the future might hold. It became apparent to me that I would be settling into whatever future devastation on my own. I would need to protect myself and my land, so I hit the books. I thought it was all in vain. Researching what the libraries had to offer was leading to dead ends, until I stumbled onto one text. It spoke of an ancient civilization whose monuments had all been swallowed by the oceans. They had developed an irradiated material that was capable of absorbing other radiations and airborne toxins. The original inhabitants had undergone a strange evolution as their homes flooded, and soon they became denizens of the seas, carrying with them the shards of prismarine which would keep them safe from radiation and toxin. But evolution had left them isolated, and their isolation had made them hostile and aggressive killing machines, attacking anyone and anything that dared come close. I would have to get my hands on those bricks. I knew of one store that had, in the past, dealt in these building materials, and diamonds in hand I strode in, intent on purchasing everything they had to offer, as I had no desire to face the dangers that came with harvesting them from the source myself. But unfortunately, my diamonds that day could not be spent. I had only one option left to me. One book I had read, in all my searching, talked of a concoction that can be brewed to provide a cloaking from friend and foe alike. And so, I have brewed myself some of these, and I am setting out through the nether dimension in search of one of these monuments. My intention? To tear it down in order to protect my lands with its unique bricks, and hopefully create a factory from which I can harvest more of the raw materials used to create these building blocks should I need them into the future. End Survivor's Log.
And so here we are, after several days of grinding, ready with our brand new squid farm. Very elaborate squid farm, and relatively slow. No, but really, we have put together ourselves a guardian farm so that we can get all those glorious guardian drops and pick up these fantastic irradiated bricks, which are going to help protect our base for the time that the end of worlds comes. And for those of you that don't know, I'll just quickly do a quick run over of what a guardian farm does and how this one works. And it's quite simply, as you can see under here, there is a huge amount of bubble columns underneath the entire footprint of what was the ocean monument, and that is all being redirected so that the guardians all wash into this one central location. They go up the pipe, up out there, flow across, go through a lava blade of 3 high, and then drop down to their death. And what I have done here is I have actually installed a button so that I can rig it and make it a single hit kill, if I can actually hit them, so that it becomes an XP farm as well, so that they're actually a very good source of XP. But it is a very big project to undertake, so don't take it on lightly. I would be my recommendations, and not the most efficient out there. I could have had it so that the guardians were going through into the nether and falling to their death in there, and that would have made the efficiency a lot higher because we're not waiting to clear the mob cap before we are able to spawn more in and whatnot. However, that would require 2 people in a multiplayer world, especially if there were other people in the nether. And because I can't guarantee that there won't be other people in the nether, I thought I'm just going to make mine the old school way, have it falling in the overworld. And I can AFK here and quite successfully get quite a lot of the prismarine shards and the prismarine crystals and fish, and we're going to put traders along here, fishermen traders, at a later date, so that all along this shelf here, I suppose you'd call it, and we will make this into an emerald farm as well. So that's going to be really useful because I've done a little bit of AFKing and not there, but okay, maybe not as much as I thought, but there's still a lot of raw cod, and this is mirrored on the other side because I've got those hoppers splitting the directions. So I'm going to pick up some more of these prismarine crystals here, prismarine shards I should say, and let's head back to the base and get those fantastic irradiated bricks protecting our base. But before we get on with that, a quick trip to the shopping district because I want to stock a very temporary shop that I've put together, and I want to claim a little bit of land just over here. No, here. Okay, I guess it's just a little bit of water, but I think that space just might work. Yeah. And here we are back at the base, and here's where we're going to be doing the work. And I've been doing a little bit of stuff just to get my head around it. I'm going to show it to you and give you an idea of what's going on. So what is going to happen here is we are going to get a torus around this layer of glass. And what a torus is it's kind of like a donut. And I have plotted out maybe a quarter of the base layer, and from there I'm going to need to wrap it around, and my frames are tanked and I'm not entirely sure why. I'm going to have a look into that, but then that will wrap around, it'll go up and be a tube essentially around the whole base. And I'm going to get this first layer down, and then we're going to see just how we are going to wrap that around. We're going to get this project done today. So let's get on with that now. That was a big project, but that's really, really tying the base in. It's just making it look so much better. Oh, I love it. Now all we need to do is get that dome on top. So we're almost finished, but that dome on top is going to need one very specific resource. Fortunately, I went out to a desert. No, it's not safe out here. Come on, leg. There we go. Take 2. I went out to a desert. I picked up somewhere. It's probably not in here. No. I'll go get it. Okay, try again. I went out to a mining desert and I picked up okay. I thought I got 5 full, but I got almost 5 full shulkers of sand. So, all that's left for us to do with this build, which we didn't do last time, is check that it actually works. Yeah, that one. Now, in theory, all of this side should light up, then all of that side should light up a few seconds later. In theory. Or maybe it'll all light up at the same time. I don't know. It's gonna be filtering through. Please work. Please work. Come on. Why is it not working? It's feeding in there. It's feeding out there. Something's not right. It's not right here. Inconvenient. Well, that does the trick. Turn off the blockers. Alright, well, there's some troubleshooting that needs to happen there. But ultimately, it sort of works for now. It will smelt the glass. Such a lot of work. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to get all this sand in. I'll work it out. I'll work it out at another stage. And now it's all funneling into there. Fine. Fine. Yep. That is going to be a project for another day. And on that note, that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do hit that like and show me your support. If you haven't subscribed already, do consider doing so. And get out there, be epic every day. Until next time, thank you, friends, and bye.